everyone, so I've done a little bit of shopping recently and I thought I'd show you some of the things that I picked up. And I know you always tell me that I buy really expensive products, way too many high-end brands, but I've actually been really into kind of the drugstore high street type makeup at the moment. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up over the last few weeks, and there was a big boot splurge in there as well. They were on 3 for 2 and that's just an offer I can't refuse. So I did go a little bit overboard with the glitter nail varnishes. I really wanted to get a few shades from the new SE, I think it's called the Luxe Effects collection, which is just 5 pure amazing glitters. But they didn't have it in stock in the store that I went into, so I kind of overcompensated and bought a few other ones from different brands. So the first one I picked up was the No. 7 Nail Effects in Sun Rays, and it's a really pretty gold glitter. But I actually tried this on the counter. They had some testers out, and you don't always get the opportunity to try nail varnishes before you buy them. But I noticed that as well as the kind of big chunks of gold in it, it also has this really fine kind of darker glitter to it. It's not quite black, but it's just a really kind of dark goldy brown colour, but it just gives it this really antique-y kind of burnished gold effect. So instead of being quite bright and standout gold, it just has this real subtle look to it, so I really like that, so I got one of those. I also picked one up from Maybelline, and this is from their Brocade collection. Is it Brocade or Brocade? I don't really know how to pronounce that, but this is called Woven Skyline, and again it's got this real chunky gold glitter in it, but it's shot through with some kind of grey silvery colour, so it just gives it more of like a 3D tonal effect rather than one pure colour. I got 2 colours from the Maybelline collection. This is just a pure kind of red, this is called Downtown Red, but I thought those two would look really nice together, so that one all over with kind of an accent nail with that one, but it's really pretty kind of dark glittery colour. The last glitter colour that I picked up was from Rimmel, and when I saw this it actually really reminded me, really random, of a dress I used to have when I was younger, which was like this really bright sequiny green dress. So bringing back a bit of 90s nostalgia with this one, but it's a really dark kind of two-tone effect glitter. It's blue, kind of like a peacocky bluey green, but when you kind of twist it in the light it's got this purpley silver kind of look to it, so it's like a duochrome, I think that's what they call them. It actually goes on really easily. You only need about 2 or 3 coats of it, and it goes really thick and opaque, so there's like a base colour in it too, which means you don't have to put a nail varnish on first and then put the glitter on top, which is really handy and saves time. But yeah, there was a few other colours in the Space Dust range, and I really like the formulas and the brushes as well. I do find with Rimmel nail varnishes the brushes are always really kind of wide, which makes it really quick and easy to put on, so I might go back for a few more of those. So moving on from nail varnishes, but sticking with glitter, I picked up one of the Glam Crystal Dazzling Gel Liners from Collection, and I make sure I always buy one of these every Christmas because this is just the perfect glitter. It's a liner, but I actually use it as an eyeshadow, so it's kind of a gold with this kind of gel base to it, so I find once I put my eyeshadow on I can literally dab this on top and it just gives a real nice sparkle, but because of that gel base it really stays put all day. So I'm sure this one will definitely be coming out for the Christmas parties, and they have so many colours in the range too. There's kind of a silver and a rainbow effect, there's like a black glitter, there's tons of them, so lots of choice in that, and they're so cheap. They're about £2, £2.99 maybe, so really bargain product there. I picked up quite a few drugstore base products recently, and the first one of those is the Bourjois Happy Light Foundation, and I love any foundation that Bourjois bring out. Their Healthy Mix Serum, all the variations of that one, and they used to have one called Bio Detox that I really liked. I don't think they make that one anymore though, unfortunately, but this is their newest edition, and it's supposed to be just a very luminous, brightening foundation. I don't think it's quite as much coverage as the Healthy Mix, but it just gives this real kind of smoothness to the face. It's got kind of a really different finish to it, so it's not glowy, it's not dewy at all, but it has this real inner radiance, almost like a satiny velvet type finish, I'd say. I do find the only thing with Bourjois is the colours, they just are never really that good. I think they've actually brought out a new colour specifically for this range. This is No. 50 Porcelain, and I usually buy No. 51, which is vanilla, I think. So it's a little bit lighter than the Healthy Mix, but it's still not the absolute perfect shade for my skin. It blends in easily if you just blend it down the neck, but for kind of really pale skins, fairer skins like me, it's not the best shade, and also for darker skins I don't think they go up too far either, so Bourjois need to sort out their colours because their foundations are so good, but this one has been on my face quite a lot for the last couple of weeks. It's a really nice, easy to wear everyday foundation. I also picked up the Happy Light Primer, which is from the same collection. This is the Luminous one, so they also have a mattifying one, but I'm never one to go completely matte with my foundations, and this is kind of a different primer to anything I've used. It's almost like a serum. I think they actually describe it as a serum primer, and it's very kind of gel-like, it's very moisturising, but it doesn't have any glitter to it at all, so it just gives your skin this kind of injection of moisture which plumps it up and gives it the radiance, but without looking glittery or shiny. So I've been really liking using those two together. It gives my skin this real nice plumped effect. So of course I do like some kind of sparkly, glittery type thing in my base, and I actually picked up a Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights Face Illuminator, and I've been eyeing these for quite a while. I think they used to just have the pink and the peach one, and I never really could choose between the colours, but then they brought this one out which is called Bare Light, and it's literally just a skin tone colour, and it's really shot through with this kind of glow to it, so it's got tiny particles of shimmer similar to their Photo Ready foundation, but again it doesn't look glittery on the skin at all. But I like to kind of put this on my cheekbones, down my nose, just to highlight the high points of my face, but also sometimes mix it in with foundation. I find if you put a little bit of this into a fuller coverage foundation, mix it together, it just gives a really nice radiant tinted moisturiser type product. So for days when I don't want to wear too much on my skin, I've been doing that. One thing I do find with this, if I use quite a lot of it, it does make my skin a little bit greasy. I have kind of combination oily skin, and it does kind of sit a little bit heavily on it, so if you have really oily skin, it might not be best to put this all over, but definitely on the cheekbones, on the tops of that, it doesn't really affect my skin too much. So I also picked up this Instant Radiance highlighting stick from No. 7, and I thought this looked really similar to the Benefit What's Up highlighter, which I've kind of been eyeing up for a while, but I thought it might be a bit too kind of warm tone for my skin, whereas this one's quite a light pinky champagne-y colour, and it's got a really smooth texture to it. So once you've done your foundation, just dab a little bit on wherever you need it and then blend it in with the fingers. And I find with some kind of stick highlighters and cream highlighters, they tend to take my foundation off, whereas this just goes on so smoothly, it doesn't make it move